Hey Cancer, welcome to your weekly forecast for October 28th through November 3rd. We're going to check in here and see what's happening in the week ahead for you all. Here is the deck. We're going to see what's happening in the week ahead, and then we're going to do a spirit message with that deck there. As always, my dears, if you want to know which cards I'm using, I do have a link in the description of the video if you want to check it out. But let's see what's happening for you guys. We're coming out of a pretty intense new moon in Scorpio. We are headed into a Mercury retrograde at the end of this week, and then we are headed into a pretty intense full moon in Taurus in November. So there's a lot of shifts that are happening right now, where I've noticed, especially with the moon energy, people who aren't even usually sensitive to moon energy have been feeling these moons, these more recent moon cycles pretty strong. And Cancer, you all are pretty moon sensitive. A lot of the Cancers I know are sensitive to moon energy. So let's go ahead and connect and see what is going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. Here is your Monday, Tuesday. Here is your Wednesday, Thursday. And here is your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, my dears. You have Wheel of Fortune. So Wheel of Fortune, my darlings, is a card that talks about shifting, that talks about change, that talks about movement. Now, Cancer, you all might feel that the shift is coming in for you in a way where something that was stuck has become unstuck, and now things are moving forward. Usually when we see Wheel of Fortune, things are moving very quickly. Now, Cancer, I feel like this is kind of a heads up for some of you financially. And I don't typically say this when the Wheel of Fortune comes up, but I'm feeling it for you guys in this sense. I feel like you guys are coming into a cycle of a lot of abundance. Like lots of money is going to come in, or more money than you're used to. Or something is just happening in a way where even if you're not earning more, or even if you're not receiving some kind of windfall of money, or like winning or inheriting money from somewhere, even if your income is the same, somehow you seem to be accumulating money right now, like energetically, like you're being better with it, or you're being smarter with it, or you're getting ahead somehow. Now, I feel something may be happening after the retrograde is over, where there's going to be a slower period or a slower cycle. It's not going to be like, oh, you got lucky and your luck ran out. It's not like that. I just feel there may be like 2 or 3 months where it's not coming in as much, or some expenses are going to come up. And Spirit is saying that if you can take this upswing time and be responsible with the money that's coming in, then when you hit that like 2 or 3 months after the retrograde where things might be a little bit trickier, you're not going to have to stress. You're not going to have to worry. Like, you're going to be good. You're like, I got it. I'm okay. Like, I can cover it. And this is kind of like the shifting that you guys are having into a more steady, continued steady abundance. I feel a lot of you are breaking generational curses with money. And I feel like a lot of you are breaking generational curses with like worth, like sense of self-worth, sense of value. Like you're beginning to value yourself. You're beginning to see your gifts, your talents, and things of this nature. So it's kind of like you're learning, or I don't want to say you're being tested, but you're being given a lesson in like responsibility. You're being given a lesson in appreciating what's coming in and not blowing through it. I kind of feel like you're receiving a lot right now, because Spirit is wanting to see, are you going to do like in the past and blow through it, or are you going to be cautious and careful and hold on to it, and be wise with it and learn how to make it work for you, learn how to invest it, or learn how to save it, or learn how to spend it wisely, okay? And I feel that if you do this, if you are careful, then you're totally, completely shifting and changing your relationship with money, your relationship with receiving, and you're going to find that you're coming into really permanent, positive changes when it comes to your finances. Your Wednesday, Thursday, Cancer, You have 10 of bats, and this makes me happy. This makes me all kinds of happy for you. And it makes me feel more sure of what I just said for you about ending this generational curse or these old cycles around money. I want you to understand something. So, in this deck, 10 of bats is going to be what we know in tarot as 10 of swords. And usually people freak out when they see 10 of swords. They think, oh, it's bad news. It's gloom and doom. Something is happening, a betrayal or something coming to an end. But I can tell you in my experience over the years reading, anytime I've pulled 10 of swords for a client or anytime I've pulled 10 of swords for myself, it's always been at the end of a cycle, but the person I'm pulling the card for is the one who's deciding to end the cycle. So it's bittersweet in that you're making some change in which you're taking your power back. And for some of you, what is going to happen is you are really beginning to come out of your addictions or your self medicating habits or your relationship with how you would deal with your finances. That is changing. That is coming out of a time of um like you're not going to sabotage yourself anymore, because when I see 10 of swords in a reading, it's telling me something that was holding you back is being eliminated, and you're not going to be holding yourself back anymore. And you know what's really interesting? I don't remember in detail your reading from last week, but I do know there was a lot in it about career and changes and money coming in, and I loaded it twice and it wouldn't play. And I was like, okay, all right, a lot of cancers right now are being tested, and there is some energy or something for some reason that does not want Cancer to hear this good news is coming. But I feel with this 10 of Swords, a lot of you are aware of that negative voice or the negative energy or the generational curse, and you're not listening to it anymore. You're like, you know what? I don't need somebody else to come in and tell me that it's going to get better, because I know what God has in store for me. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. I know things are going to get better. And so you're coming out of blocks. You're not going to allow things to block you anymore. And so the 10 of swords or 10 of bats for me is coming in as like confirming that you're putting an end to the old way of things, happening. You're putting an end to things delaying you or stopping you or blocking you or numbing you or shutting you down. For other ones of you, Cancer, this won't be for all of you, but for some of you, I want you to understand something. We have a lot of energetic shifts that are happening right now and that are going to continue to happen well through the full moon in Taurus in November. And it is making the energies very possible for disagreements. And you may have already started disagreements with certain people over this past weekend, okay? And so these could be people that have been making you feel bad about yourself or making you feel unworthy, and that's been blocking you in receiving finances and money. Or these could be people that anytime you're about to get ahead, all of a sudden they're talking you into handing over money to them or guilting them into giving them money, or sacrificing for them in some way. And so, Cancer, some of you are having to cut somebody off or cut somebody out. Like, no, we're not going to do this anymore. Like, I cannot have a friendship or a relationship with you. Or some of you are cutting somebody off financially. Like, I can't help you anymore. Maybe for some of you, it's an adult child. I'm saying child because you may be the parent, but they might not be a child. They could be well into their 20s or 30s, and you might be telling them, look, I can't be helping you out anymore. Like, I can't, right? Like, I don't have it. And so, or it could be a sibling, it could be a spouse, it could be a boyfriend, a girlfriend, heck, it could be anybody, but you just might, I do feel some of you are cutting somebody off financially, and it might be bittersweet, but understand and know this is also one of, I don't know if I want to say tests, but one of the opportunities that you're being given to see, okay, can you really handle the bigger blessings we want to give you? Are you going to be able to take care of the bigger blessings we're going to give you? Or are you going to blow right through them right away or hand them over to everybody else? The true generosity, you can be generous without being a martyr. And I think some of you Cancers have been like a martyr. Like, financially, you've sacrificed yourself too much, and you're putting an end to that. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my darlings. Oh my gosh. If this isn't confirmation, I don't know what is. You have Queen of Pumpkins, okay? It sounds silly when I'm saying that. Queen of Pumpkins, pumpkins, yeah. But pumpkins in this deck symbolize pentacles, which is like money, right? It's going to be physical necessity, it's going to be energy, it's going to be business, it's going to be enterprise, all of those wonderful things. And when I see Queen of Pentacles, to me, it's like the epitome of being in your comfort, like having a comfortable life, having comfortable, stable shelter and good food and good clothes. And I always think about it, like, I don't know if any of you'll have to let me know in the comments. And I'm sure the guys have experienced this too. I don't think it's only the ladies, or I don't think it's only females that have this happen. I think men have this happen too. Like, if you've really struggled and there's been a time where like you can't even like barely scrape together money to get like shampoo or conditioner, right? And then you start doing better and you notice it in the little things, like, oh yeah, I went to the drugstore, I went to CVS, or I went to Rite Aid or Walgreens or whatever you have out that way, or Target or whatever, and I was able to get like the nice shampoo and the good conditioner. Oh, and I got like the shower gel that smells really nice. Or I was able to get like a perfume or something, or just like when you notice it, like in like your self care stuff, like your hygiene kind of stuff. You're like, oh yeah, I splurged. Like I splurged on the good stuff, and like you smell good and your skin feels good, or like the good lotion or whatever. You know, it always something about this card makes me think of that. Like, you have like nice like creams, or like just, I don't know, whatever, like just everything, right? Like you're not worried about the bills being paid, you're not worried about what you're going to eat, you're not worried about, do you have enough, shaving cream, or do you have enough, conditioner or whatever. And it just like you feel very taken care of. Like all of your physical needs are met all across the board. Anything having to do with your physical needs are met, and met very abundantly. And you're comfortable in your home, you're comfortable in your skin, you're eating well, you're resting well, you're sleeping well. You feel companionship, you feel you have people to share this with. So this is really telling us, Cancer, you are coming into this abundance. Now I want you to understand something. I feel this is also a message for you, preparing for the Mercury retrograde that is coming in. Now, I told you all the energies for the next few weeks are going to be energies that are kind of ripe for disagreements, for miscommunications, for things of that nature. And so I kind of feel like what Spirit is saying to you with this Queen of Pentacles, or this Queen of Pumpkins, is you are coming into abundance, and you are coming into a time of positive change and being comfortable, yes. But as we're coming into Mercury retrograde, and as we're going to be going through this Scorpio season, and the energies are going to be intense, Spirit is saying the secret to your success is going to be taking care of yourself physically. Okay, you don't have to do all kinds of crazy things. You don't have to go taking all kinds of supplements and protein drinks and hiring a trainer. I mean, unless that's something you wanted to do, unless that's something you wanted to do and you can afford to do it, then by all means go ahead. But I'm just talking about the basics. Maybe you're really busy and you're constantly on the go, and maybe you're grabbing food on the go, but the foods that you're eating are like just not at all nourishing your brain and your heart and your body, right? Like maybe you're not putting the right fuel into your body, and it's like you could go get orange juice. Orange juice is great, but if you put orange juice in the tank of your car, it's not going to run. You're going to have a big headache if you did that, right? So it's like maybe you're having things that are good, or that they have some value, but it's not the right value. It's not the right nutrition or nutrients for what you need. So the food that you're eating, getting enough sleep, maybe pampering yourself, if you can, with like things that make you feel good or make you feel like you smell nice, or, make your skin feel good, just things like that. I feel because it's going to help you ground yourself. The energies are so intense that some of you might have really intense emotions coming up, or, family. I know Cancers, you guys are kind of known, you're kind of stereotyped for being really into family, or family being very important for you. Maybe you're seeing a lot of drama in your family, and like you're like wanting to help everybody get along, but if you do that, you're getting pulled into the drama yourself. And so I just feel like Spirit is saying, focus on you, stay grounded. And some people say, well, I don't know how to ground myself. And Spirit is saying you can ground yourself by taking care of yourself physically, like just being in your physical body, caring for your physical body, being focused on what you need to do for yourself. Okay, let's go ahead and see what your spirit message is for the week. And guys, I do encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos as well, because some weeks those are going to resonate with you more than others, or they might just add a little extra information that could be helpful. All right, my darlings. Oh, where's your spirit message? Nope, that one doesn't want to come out either. Here it is. Nope. Where is it? Here it is. It's this one here. Okay. So you have dreams. This just made me think of the Fleetwood Mac song. I don't know about you guys, but I've been listening to a lot of Fleetwood Mac lately. I don't know if it's the time of year or what, but I can't get enough Fleetwood Mac right now. Sorry, I have a little steam thing is like spraying out water. So this is saying, Cancer, remember how we were talking about you getting enough rest, getting enough sleep, making sure that you're eating healthy foods and things, that your brain is getting enough nutrition, that you're getting enough sleep. I feel like there's a lot of communication that's coming to you through your dreams. You're going to be receiving messages. And this is why Spirit wants you to be rested and to be taking good care of yourself, so that you can really go deep enough in your sleep that you can access this information, or that you can maybe begin remembering your dreams. I think something is happening in the energies where a lot of people are going to be receiving messages from dreams. And if you're worried, Cancer, if you're like, oh, but I never remember my dreams, I do feel like you're going to start, because I am notorious for that. I will wake up with a feeling or like knowing something, but I don't remember the dreams I had. But I would say for the last maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I'm waking up remembering having dreams, very vivid dreams, and they're all symbolic, and they're all coming in with really big messages. So even if you're someone that you don't remember your dreams, I feel you're going to come into a time that you are remembering them. And some of you are so excited, like, oh my goodness, I actually had a dream. Or I actually remember a dream. And the dream is going to have messages for you. Okay. Other ones of you, you're being encouraged to just really get comfortable in your skin, really get comfortable in your home environment, get settled in, get some rest, so that you can start daydreaming or thinking about what it is that you want to have in your life or call into your life. Okay. Like dreams in that way, or dreams in that sense. Again, I encourage you to watch your moon sign and rising sign video. It could be a little bit more helpful or give you more information. I did not focus too much on love in the weekly forecast, because you guys know I do that separately in the monthly videos. And I'm going to say something, guys, even if you don't care about love right now, even if you're like, dude, love is the last thing I'm worried about, or even if you're like, you know what, I'm already with the love of my life, I don't need to watch a video, I would highly recommend watching the love videos for November, simply because the energies coming in are going to be so shifting, like very, very powerful shifting energies, and affecting a lot of people in their personal life and love life in a very permanent way, that I decided to just channel. Like I usually, like, you'll hear me say I'm hearing, or they're telling me, but I completely and totally stepped aside. I let Spirit come through. I let Spirit do all of the talking. Like, I don't even remember what I said. I don't even remember what came up for the videos or for the different signs. And I haven't gone back really. I haven't. Some of them I tried to go back and look and like keep a record, and I still can't remember, because I didn't, like, it was channeled. So I think that a lot came in that wasn't just about love life specifically, but a lot of other stuff. So it could be very helpful to check out the love reading for your sign for the month of November. Again, my dears, I thank you so very much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. If you would like a private reading, please feel free to click on the Calendly link in the description of the video and schedule your reading there. Wishing you all the best, my dears.